And a bus. Hi guys, it's Robert Jones here, and today I'm going to make some mushroom sauce to go along with the meatloaf recipe. That would be the companion recipe I did on the other side. Check it out, you can see that one too. In German, I believe this is called the Jäger Sauce, which means the hunter's sauce, made with some mushrooms. I'm just using white mushrooms. You can use whatever you want. If you are trying to keep this gluten-free, you can substitute in some potato flour or a cornstarch to make your gravy thicker. Whatever you like to use instead is fine with me. For our Jäger sauce, the first thing we need to do is we need to chop up some mushrooms. So I have 3/4 of a pound of mushrooms here, and we're just going to do a simple slice. I did wash them, but they seem to still have some stuff on them. Alright, we're just going to do a real simple slice here. Just, you guys can see that, about 1/4 inch, 1/2 centimeter. Alright, slice the mushrooms. Alright you guys, we're over here at the stove and we're going to start making our sauce now. So we've got about 1/2 cup of butter here. We're going to get that melted down a little bit. And we're going to add about 1/2 cup of onions. I didn't show you guys how to chop this up because I'm guessing you know how to dice up onions. Now, if you don't have onions, or if you have shallots, even better, but I don't have any shallots. So I'm just using onions. Now we don't want to brown this. We just want to cook the onions until they're soft. So just a little bit of a light cook here for medium heat, just to make them soft and to get the lovely flavor. So you can see here it's frying. You see here, that's what we want. Still got the water from the butter in there. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. Butter and onions are delicious. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt here, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and some fresh ground pepper. Grinding. My little grinder. Thank you, Jason Johnson, for this grinder. I do love it. Just keeping it moving. They call this sweating the onions. Then we're going to add our 3/4 of a pound of mushrooms. That's 12 ounces. We want to get some good color on the mushrooms. Here you can start to see the mushrooms are browning a little bit. That's what we want. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, you can see that the mushrooms have reduced by about half their volume now. And the butter is frying here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle in some flour. Now typically you do a ratio of 1:1 when making a roux. I don't know if we're going to quite do that. We've got about 1/4 cup of butter, and let's start with about 1/4 cup of flour. We just want to cook the flour a little bit so it doesn't taste so bad. And coat everything so when we put the stock in, we're not going to have lumps of flour. So it's not your typical way to do this, but it'll work. We want to cook this until we don't see any white left. And if you can hear it, it's starting to change sound, which is what we want. I'm doing this over a very high heat. Now it's starting to smell like cooked dough, and that is what we want. So the first cup of sauce that I have here is the drippings from the meatloaf that we made, which in this case is not a lot of fat, it's mostly just water. And then we want to kind of let that flour soak it all up. I believe this is called a hunter sauce, the Jäger sauce, because it's all stuff that comes from the forest. Okay, as you can see, our water is evaporating there. So I have some beef stock. Sorry, our water's not cooking. It's not evaporating, it's cooking in. So I'm going to add just a little bit at a time here. to let the flour absorb. Don't worry, this is gonna look good when it's done cooking. Okay, see how the flour is absorbing the water? It's got this thickness. We want that. A little bit more. The reason we don't add it all at the same time is we don't want it to lose the temperature. We want it to stay hot and keep cooking. Oh my gosh, that smells good. You can see how it's thickening up again. Now, if you don't want it thin, if you want it thick like this, stop here. I want it to be a little bit thinner for my friends. Alright, just a little bit more, I think. So I think we've added a total of 3 cups of liquid. Okay, now I'm going to taste it for seasoning. Remember to always taste your food. Oh, I have to tell you, it's pretty darn perfect. So I'm going to turn that off. It's done. You can see how thick it is. Look how, just a little bit when you pull it away. The mushrooms are going to continue to release a little bit of water, but I will reheat this when my friends get here, and we'll put it over meatloaf. It'll be delicious. Okay, you guys, I just finished making the Jäger sauce, the mushroom sauce. I'm going to give it a little taste by itself here. It's very hot. It's mushroomy. It's hot and delicious. Mmm. You really can taste the forest in this. This is delicious. Give it a try. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed how to make this mushroom sauce today. It's delicious over meatloaf. It's delicious over almost anything. Even making an open-faced sandwich like we're going to do tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Robert Jones, and you can find me almost everywhere as EudaemoniusMarkII, EudaemoniusMarkII. Thanks for watching, you guys. Enjoy the sauce and give it a try. Let me know. Bye.